so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray.
Hello and welcome to the Marko Yamashita show. I am your host, Marko Yamashita, and it feels like I have been away forever. So I am very happy to be back on the air. I think it's been at least a couple weeks. I don't even know anymore. It just feels like it's been so long. So Knight, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for stopping in. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, I've been away for quite a while. And I figured I'd play something kind of mundane and a little bit laid back, just so I could chat with people a little bit and give an update on where I'm at on things. So, I'm not so much concentrating on something too hard, or mind bending or, in the gameplay action or anything like that. And, just kind of give an update on where I'm at, what I plan on doing going forward, how things will hopefully progress for the rest of the year, and stuff like that. So, yeah, let's everyone sit back and relax and kind of enjoy the ride a little bit. We'll chill out and have a little sit down and talk and everything. But I appreciate the people that dropped by today, whether you're here for a few minutes or you're here for the entire duration. I appreciate you very much being here. So just to give you, oh, that was loud. Okay, we're gonna turn that down. Alright, so apparently that was in my headset that was too loud. Okay. So, just to kind of give people an idea of where things are at with everything. My test results over the past couple weeks since I've last streamed have improved. However, they have been improving extremely slowly. They say that it's not abnormal, but at the same time, that also means that what happened is likely reversible with the aid of medication. So right now, we're utilizing medication to stimulate my kidneys and the functions and the enzymes and hormones and all that stuff that generates the enzymes to tell the kidneys, hey, you need to work to filter all this stuff out to do its job. And those numbers are slowly climbing back up, but it's taking time. Now, I had a problem before where when I had surgery, for whatever reason, my thyroid level just bottomed out. My thyroid just decided to quit, you know, and my enzymes just bottomed out, you know. And we you know, utilized medication and kickstarted my thyroid back to normal, and now I'm fine. So they say that it could be kind of like that, and it could be that the medication just was telling my body, giving it mixed signals, and my body was like, oh, okay, we're, you know, making too much and we need to shut this down. So that there, you know, it could be one of those scenarios, or it could be that the medication I was on was you know, practically just blocking the natural progression of my kidneys filtering out what they need to filter out. So in either case, the progress that we've made has been good. And while I'm not back to where I would say I'm normal, I'm back into a better state now, where like they're not concerned about like kidney stones anymore. They're not concerned about you know, the crystallization of medication and glucose and all those other things in my kidneys. They're, you know, they're not worried about those types of things like they were before and like I was having. So there's a lot of progress I've made with those things. You know, one of the biggest unknowns that they have right now is whether or not you know, they don't know if it'll ever go back to normal. And I'm my levels right now are hovering between what they consider moderate and marginal and moderate you know, functionality issues with my kidneys. So I still gotta be very careful, you know. Yeah, I mean, I yeah, and that's the biggest thing that you know, concerns me is Doshio, what do I do? What do I do? I don't have a Yaku. No. Oh, I was screwed either way. I'll give that up. Hopefully, you know, hopefully the worst case scenario is that I will have to be on medication for the rest of, you know, the rest of my life for this. That's the worst case, you know. Hopefully, you know, that's worst case, you know. It's really it's nerve-wracking though, that, you know, the doctors still won't tell me, you know, yes or no, you know, on if there's any lasting damage done to my kidneys. You know, and I guess in truth, they might just not know. You know, but you'd think that they would be able to tell. But you know, I mean, I'm not a doctor, so, and they're smarter than me. But they may also have a legal obligation not to, you know, say anything to lead me the wrong direction either, you know? They may not want to tell me yes when it's no, and then have me, you know, spending thousands of dollars on treatment that I don't need. You know? Or, you know, it could be the opposite, and they, you know, it's kind of one of those things. Well, you know, you have to wait to see if your condition worsens or any other warning signs pop back up, and then worry about it. So, but it's just one of those things you just kind of add to the list, you know. You kind of add to the list of, okay, that's just another thing on the box you have to check off when they ask you if you have any pre-existing conditions, you know. So anyways, what I plan on doing is I'm gonna try to do a very light streaming schedule. Ooh. And not necessarily, you know, have it planned out per se. Are you kidding me? Oh. She passed on. You passed on the first one. Did you bait me? I am literally stunned. You passed on the first time to make me discard on the second time? Oh. Okay. Or maybe they didn't have it. They probably drew the tile they needed on that last draw. But I'm gonna try to do some lighter games, or at least some a lighter schedule, and you know, try not to overcommit to anything in particular. That way I can, you know, if I'm not feeling well, you know, on a particular day, I'm not canceling. And, you know, if I feel up to it, you know, I'll put up a room, you know, midday or something like that, you know, several hours before. That way I can, you know, kind of have that flexibility, because I'm working on a few things on our Minecraft server that Hoshinon has for her channel, and then I didn't want to pass on that, but I really want to get that Richie on here. Don't make me regret this. Come on. Don't make me regret this. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Haha! Come on, baby. Give me that 7. Show me that 7. I also have. No! Are you kidding me? No! Ah! Oh, that hurts. That hurts so bad. No. Ah. The pain. Oh, the pain. Where is the streamer lock, man? Okay. I also have Amnesia, that new Amnesia game that came out. I don't know if it's any good or not, but I mean, I got that on Game Pass Ultimate that I'd like to try just for the hell of it. Umberto, Ohio. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you, my friend? I am getting my butt handed to me by these guys. I'm doing better. I'm still not 100%. But I'm definitely managing a lot better than I was. I was explaining a little bit earlier that, you know, my lab results have been showing a lot of improvements. I'm still not out of the woods yet, but I'm at least getting to a point where, you know, the doctors are feeling a little bit more confident that it'll be possible to make a recovery. That they're not entirely sure how much or how well of a recovery I'll make, or whether or not I'll have to stay on medication in the long run. But they're trying to be cautiously optimistic. So we'll see. I'll have to be very cautious going forward on how much I push myself, so I don't overdo it, you know. Oh, I want to discard that so bad, but you're gonna kill me if I drop that. I just know it, because you're doing bamboo. Oh, you got me trapped. You got me trapped. So yeah, improvement's good. Yeah, improvement's definitely good. You know, as long as, you know, we keep going forward, that's the important thing, you know. So, you know, we'll you know, we gotta take it one step at a time, and hopefully we'll you know, get to a good place, you know, where I could start feeling better without, you know, not feeling sick all the time, or, you know, sick or run down, or, you know, so I mean, I wake up and I feel like I need to go back to bed every day, so it's like oh, I'm gonna regret this. Boom. Oh, okay, well. Yeah, that wasn't the one you wanted, was it? Yeah, 'cause I'm hoarding all the rest of them. So I do have a bunch of stuff that I can at least, you know, casually stream. You're gonna kill me on this. Oh well. No? Really? Oh, you stole it! Dang it! I knew it. I knew it. You were doing nothing but bamboo over there. Oh well. So I got the bunker. I do have you know, Amnesia the bunker. I do have you know, things I'm working on the Minecraft server for Hoshinan's channel. And of course I'm still playing Splatoon with her. I also have the financial report for Hololive that I still haven't reviewed yet, which I found was a very interesting financial report. Did you guys see the news about Niji Sanji, that they are releasing 4 more of their talent, and I believe they're all from the Indonesia branch? It is very strange that it seems like they have that you know, that Any Color has literally pulled out of Indonesia completely, and they have consolidated all their offices, or you know, they have consolidated their branches down to simply Niji Sanji, JP, and then English, just like Hololive. And it's like they've almost completely disbanded any other affiliations outside of those two. And it's really strange, you know, because, you know, and it could be that they have, you know, they were just overreaching. You know, because when I looked at their roster of talent, I was like, wow, I did not realize they had so much talent on their roster. Ooh. Is that one last tile out there? Because it really feels like they simply it really feels like they've simply just kind of abandoned it. And the worst part of it all is the talent that they have let go or didn't renew their contracts, or allowed them to walk out of their contracts. A lot of them were doing extremely well, and they were pulling in a lot of good viewership numbers, and they had a very good cross section of Indonesian and English viewership for the time frames that they were streaming. So for them to pull out and willingly give up those numbers, it makes me wonder if their operating budget was just too bloated, where they felt the need to downsize. I haven't had a chance to look at their publicly released financial report for this past year. However, once I have a chance to dig that up, it would be very interesting to see whether or not perhaps their operating budget numbers, or operating revenue rather, was significantly less this past year because of all the cancellations of live events that they had, and that would be a net amount of money lost. So, but on the plus side, I was reviewing some of my notes that I had for the Hall Live report that I have put together, and I mean, this past year, Hall Life has done extremely well financially, and it's no doubt probably the main reason why they're allowing their talent to kind of run with a lot of stuff, almost like they're untouchable, because and I'm not trying to slight them or anything like that with the comment. It's just that they that they've have a they have the good graces of their not just their target audience, but also their shareholders right now, because their shareholders have been able to pull in they're right now, as of today, in just March, April, May, June, July, in 4 months, if I would have been able, if Japanese financial regulations would have allowed me to, I would have doubled my investments by buying CoverCore stock. Their stock is up 90% since they went public, and I mean that's very significant. No, that's fine. I don't keep active tabs on everything with Niji. The main reason why I have any of them on my radar is I do watch a couple of them from time to time, but I don't actively watch them. It's basically, a couple of them kind of fill that void in the evenings if I have like absolutely no one else to watch. And then I do get the I do get news briefs from any color on a daily basis, which is, I get press releases from their newswire feed that they have. which is interesting. But the other reason why I do keep tabs on them primarily is because I've been interested in following how their company is progressing, and then compare how their company is doing against covercore, because Any Color has, Any Color is a very big umbrella that doesn't just include VTubers. They also they also include their umbrella also includes a bunch of other ventures inside the entertainment industry, whereas Covercore is right now that they are approximately 70 to 80% VTuber music industry, and then the other percentage is the other outside ventures that they are currently trying to do, contract work and all this other stuff that they're doing. Now also includes stuff like, promotional deals and advertisements and stuff like that that they actively do. But what I find most interesting about Covercore in particular is that their oof, don't kill me on this. Okay. Right now they are despite the fact that they get so much money coming in through super chat revenue and through streaming and all this other stuff, they're and remember what I said, what was it about at the beginning of this year, actually at the end of last year, I told everyone, and I said it on Twitter and I said it on stream, I said watch for 2023, because Covercore is gonna go heavy in into pushing merch. They're going head first into pushing merch. That's gonna be their thing for 2023. And at the end of this past fiscal year, their financial report reflected that, and that they have made huge bank off of merchandise, and that's only going to continue. It's only going to continue. It's going to get worse. Practically everything now is going to have merch. Everything is going to be merch. You're not going to be able to even now, you watch almost any one of their streams now, and like at least 20 to 30% of their screen is covered with advertisements for pushing their merch, whatever they're currently trying to get you to buy, which is the other thing I found interesting as well was that contained within their operating budget this past year, they I think it was like a year ago. a year ago, 16 months ago, something like that. At least 4 different Hololive members confirmed that they had to pay their own deposits, and source their own manufacturers and makers for their own merchandise. And as of last year, Hololive did finally commit to streamlining the process, and it's reflected in their financial reports that they now have a contract with vendors, manufacturer, warehouse, shipping, all that stuff. So it's actually streamlined now, and it actually goes through a process, as opposed to the talent having to go out and find their own, their own people to make it and stuff like that, and them having to spend time negotiating prices and all this other stuff. So, which is a lot better, Hey, Calvin, how are you? Thank you for dropping in. No, that's fine. Thank you so much for dropping in. I haven't been able to stream lately, but it's good to see you. Thank you so much for dropping in and saying hi. I hope you have a chance to drop in at some point later on. Hopefully I'll be streaming more so you can drop in. So yeah, thank you so much. But I found it very interesting that they finally, it took them that long, but I guess when you are first beginning, and you are more of kind of like how, and I hate to use the comparison, but kind of like how wrestling is, or wrestlers, where they're more of independent contractors working for an organization, but you're contracted, but yet you're kind of under their umbrella, but kind of not, but you kind of have your own name, but you kind of don't, it felt like Hololive was kind of like that at the beginning. Only Hololive owned the name and character, but they didn't own the actual talent, you know what I'm saying? But if the talent wanted specific things, they had to go out and do it themselves. But the other interesting aspect I saw when I was reviewing stuff was their operating budget tripled this past year as well. So they have spent some serious money on hiring staff, hiring people, hiring various components for Hololive. I don't think any of it actually makes me feel any more comfortable with the prospect of what Hollow Earth is gonna look like. But I mean, I'm willing to be wrong on it. I don't think that they have nearly enough staff, or have hired enough people to make the game itself. But hey, I mean, people have made great games with less people, so I don't know. And that game, by the way, is not going to be out until fourth quarter of 2024. So, but open beta is likely going to be sometime next year. And closed beta is projected to be sometime by the end of this year. So, as far as I've been able to find out based on their financial reports and various documents that are public record, they essentially have they've essentially said that their initial projection of the game being live this year was very naively stated, and that development is way behind because of not just the scope of the game, but also because of COVID. I personally am dubious with just the let's go with that one. Don't run on me. Okay. I'm personally kind of the whole watching the concert type thing in the holoverse itself is a neat gimmick and concept, but I just have this feeling that they are going to start asking for way. They're going to start charging. They're going to pay gate it. They're going to have to pay gate it. At some point, they're going to have to pay gate it. And there's just no way that they're going to be able to give that stuff away for free. Oh. Thank you. Yatta. Yatta. I am never gonna get out of this adept ranking, am I? Oh, that was risky. Have I already collected? That's already over, isn't it? No more. I better collect these before I'm out. I don't need any of those. I need copper. Yeah. Okay, and I could trade that in for hearts. Let's see here. How many hearts I have left? Okay. left. So got 5 left. Or I got 3 left. Okay. There we go. Okay. So yeah, anyways, let's see, what else is there? All right, so just to let everybody know in advance, July, August, and the very first part of September. Did I see the concert? I saw parts of it. I didn't get to see the entirety of the thing. Which is I'm kind of glad you brought that up, Umberto. The free preview. I saw parts of it. I'm kind of glad you brought that up because okay. I haven't I didn't get to watch the I didn't get to watch the actual concert itself, but I know I can watch it if I if I went out and looked for it, which I probably will at some point. No. Do I get rid of it? Do I get rid of it? Yeah, I'll get rid of it. Okay. Yeah. And I do cut, and I do want to go back and sit through and watch it in its entirety because it makes for why did I throw that away? So for anyone who drops by Hoshinan's YouTube channel while she's live, she made me a channel moderator for her channel because she felt the need to have an English speaking moderator for her channel, and so I mean, you guys know how I feel about her. Hoshinan, I treat her like a little sister, and she's okay with that. I don't try to overdo it or anything like that. But recently, she had a problem with a person that's was in her channel, and things got a little sticky there, you know. And I'm not going to go into too much detail for privacy's sake, for both her and for the person involved. However, let's just say that, oh boy, come on, someone dropped that 5. However, it was, you know, it was one of those things where, I don't know the entirety of the situation, but it was one of those things where I feel like it was, probably kind of like, probably feelings were developed that were a bit misguided, and not in the same way that like how my feelings are towards her, where, you know, I treat her like a little sister, you know, I care for her like a little sister. However, I do realize that she is not actual family. She is not, you know, she's not a romantic love interest. She is not, you know, somebody I can speak on behalf for, that kind of thing. And she's not going to be somebody I pursue in any shape or form, you know. And I've always told her, you know, if something I say or do makes you feel uncomfortable, hey, you know, tell me, because number one, there's the language barrier, and if I say something wrong, I need to know what I'm saying that's wrong, so I can not say it. And number two, you know, I don't want to, you know, to treat her badly. But I have a feeling that person, that there was probably some, you know, misguided feelings, you know. And I think in a lot of ways, I think there was a part, a little bit of a creep factor, and a little bit of, you know, they were probably getting a little too one-sided with their, you know, with you know, how they thought the relationship was going, you know, or what kind of relationship was developing. I talk a lot more in her chat now than I used to, and it's because I'm starting to feel a bit more comfortable with putting sentences together with the help of like DeepL and what I'm learning, and having the confidence of believing what I'm saying will make sense, and it won't, you know, it won't offend anybody. And I've made her laugh on a lot of times, just you know, telling a joke, you know, or making a pun out of something that happened on, you know, while she was playing. So I you know, and she's able to, you know, tell me whether or not the joke I said, you know, actually went through correctly or not. So it's but, you know, I always try not to, like, you know, tell creepy jokes, you know, or tell dirty jokes, you know, or, you know, get nasty, you know, where a lot of guys start getting derogatory with that kind of stuff, you know. But, you know, I kind of started getting the feeling that person was starting to head that way with some of the comments that they were making, and I think she might have kind of put a stop to it, or tried to put a stop to it, you know? And that's when I think that's kind of when things kind of started coming to a head. That's also why I'm hoping that my knowledge of things has gotten good enough to where I can maybe start putting some things together to help her out with a few of those situations, because you know, even though I'm not actually her older brother, it still bugs the hell out of me when I can tell she's uncomfortable or feels, she's been affected by it. I mean, her last stream on, I think it was either like Friday or Saturday, I could just tell she was off. Something was really bothering her, and I would hope that people that if they develop those kind of feelings and they aren't reciprocated, that they at least respect the person enough to not make them uncomfortable anymore. No, the internet's gotten really weird. Well, it's always been weird, but it feels like it's gotten a lot weirder. And there's just so much that is like, I don't know. Let's see. Hey, I'm just at a point where it's like, I just want to have fun with people now. I mean, I'm really tired of all the games that people seem to want to play. And there's way too many people that are playing way too many games. And a lot of it, involves, a lot of it is involving, money, unfortunately. Whether it be people taking money or whatever, it's just oh yeah, I recently had a bunch of people try it, convince me to go over to Kick, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to go over to that platform. I don't know. I think it would be just as bad, if not worse, trying to stream over there than it is, you know, trying to survive on YouTube. Yep. I squeaked out a victory on that one. Okay, one more match. So, one of the other things I was thinking about doing, and I don't know, I mean, me personally, I want to do it, but I don't know if anyone else would be, would even care to do it. But, I really would, I haven't had a chance to, like, really, like, deep dive into what the current seasons are, or what's currently what the current new releases are in anime. I mean, I've been like so out of the loop on anime that I just have not had time. And I'm just starting to catch up on like 2020, 2021 anime. I mean, that's how backlogged I am. But I really want to like either like binge watch like anime, or like even like find out, or get people's opinion on what their favorite anime were from like prior seasons, just so I can kind of have an idea of what to go back and look at. Because there's just so much, there's also so much anime that comes out every season that it's almost impossible to to watch all of it. There's always some gems out there that you come across. And typically I try to do kind of like, well, what I used to do is I used to take a kind of a shotgun approach to it, and just kind of like throw a very wide net and see what I catch in that net, and then whatever I like out of what I initially see from those first episodes is typically what I watch for that season. But the problem with that is, I mean, there's a lot of anime that the first or second episode starts off so slow, but then like after episode 2 it completely picks up, and unless you have that outside viewpoint, you either miss it or you never see it, or I mean you go I've gone like 5-10 years before like actually watching some anime, because I just like thought I'm not gonna like this, and then like, so X amount of years down the line I'll watch it just because I'm bored, and I'm like, oh man, how come I never watched this? It's gonna get me. That was a juicy one right there. Yeah, that first game really woke me up. Okay. So yeah, besides that, there's a few other things I thought of. I also have, I also still have my my compilation of what I was originally going to do with the whole screaming thing with Hololive as well. So I got most of Gen 0 ready on that as well. So there's a few things that I already have pretty much either almost ready, completely done, or I can have ready to go in a with minimal amount of work, because I've already done most of the work. So but the main thing is, I gotta make sure that I don't push it too much and make myself sick by overexerting myself. Oh, you had the rest of them. Oof. Ha ha ha, come on. Okay. that's painful. Oh, that's even more painful. Come on. Why? Why are you doing that to me? Don't do that to me. That's what I hate about, like... That's what I hate about getting so many, radicals in my hand. It's like... I don't like discarding them too early, but... see, they're collecting men. I'm betting you're collecting bamboo. See, a hand like this, if I could draw it out to a... If I could draw it out to Tempai, that would be ideal. At least unless I can clear. Because I'm betting you have all the fours. Or the remaining four, rather. So I got the fours over here. Okay, that one's safe. I'd rather give that up than give up an actual hand. Okay. Okay. Oh, I got such a nice hand building here. You're kind of worrying me over here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete my hand before you finish. And I got... This is such a good hand, too. Okay, yeah, just keep feeding them to me. Oh, I should have got rid of the 7. If he's going for a flush, oof. Is that gonna go? Oh, okay. Whew. That went through. Okay. If someone drops the 6 or the south wind, it's gonna hurt. It's really gonna hurt. Actually, if somebody gets rid of another south wind, that's really gonna hurt. That would be 3 Doras. Oh my gosh. Oh, you just gave me an awesome hand. What's the next one? Ah. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Somebody get rid of it. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh, come on, baby! Yakuma is ready. Come on. Just give me the tile I need. Come on. Come on. Give me it. Give me it. Give me it. Oh, you come on. You gotta be kidding me. Give me what I need, baby. Come on. No! Oh! I was so close! I was so close! I was so close! Oh! Oh, pain! That would have been my first Yakuman! Oh! So close! Oh! Oh, man. Oh, well. That was the perfect setup, too. that that little bit of excitement got me lightheaded. Oh man. See, this is why I pick why I picked a calm game. Could you imagine if I was playing like Atomic Heart or a horror game right now? I probably would have had to quit like an hour ago. Oh yeah. I finally remember what I was gonna say. So so where I live, July, August, and the first part of September is typically the months that we get our stormy weather. Depending on like how the you know, the weather patterns are and stuff like that, some summers are more active than others, and but we typically get quite a few severe weather systems that come through, usually between like the hours of like 6 through 10 o'clock at night. So I may have to adjust when I stream accordingly because of that. And one of the other things that I do also, or have done in the past, is that I have also storm chased in the past, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it this year because of you know, the health reasons and stuff like that. But even if I don't go out and, you know, go out into the field itself and do it, I may, you know, even if it's just you know, around where I live, you know, I may poke my head out and see what's going on. And you know, if I do that, I may upload, you know, whatever I see or something like that. Just you know, especially if it interrupts my normal streaming schedule, because I want to try to get back into the habit of trying to stream on a more regular basis. You know, of course, that's very contingent on my health, of course. But you know, with the way that this year kind of started, and then, you know, the way that this year has kind of gone, I kind of want to get back to having fun instead of to where things kind of fell to at the midpoint of this year. So you know, and make it a little bit more enjoyable. So it's more looking forward to doing stuff and playing stuff and streaming different content, and even if it's not things that attract a lot of people, I would rather do that than controversy and drama bring the views. And I've if there's anything I've found over the last couple years now since I've started doing this, is if I want to bring the viewership in, then I gotta keep doing the dirt sheet stuff, and I don't want to do that stuff all the time, because it's, number one, it's depressing. Number two, it eats away at your soul, And I don't like the person that I feel like I'm becoming when I have to dive into that part of the world. I mean, I kind of like dive into that part of the world, and then I come out of it and I feel like, I need to take a shower for a week, because a lot of the stuff I find or I see and I hear is just I don't know how deep some people have dived into the rabbit hole, or if you've dove as far as I've dove down the rabbit hole, you would kind of wish you didn't, because some of the stuff that I've seen and uncovered and heard and been told, and I kind of wish I didn't know about. So don't dig too deep if you start exploring the rabbit holes, is my advice on that. So yeah, I want to have fun doing this stuff. I want to have fun. Just sharing the stuff that I'm doing with other people. If you come along for the ride, that's great. I appreciate the company. It's why I'm doing it. So, moving forward, like I said at the very beginning, I will be putting rooms up in advance, but they will probably be kind of like in the 4 to 6 hour window at type of advance, and not like 12 to 24 hour in advance. That way I can really have a good handle on how I'm feeling physically, and whether or not I'll be able to physically be able to do the stream that I want to do that day. So I'll of course keep people up to date on social media, on Twitter, and then on the community tab, and post updates there on when I'm going to be streaming, when the rooms go up, that kind of thing. So if you want to come hang out, I would love the company. I won't feel offended if you can't make it, or if the content I'm doing doesn't match what you want, your interests or stuff like that. But yeah, things are going to be a little bit different, at least for the near term, until I'm kind of, better enough to you know, stream longer and be able to handle more excitement. So please just kind of bear with me while I continue to recover and stuff like that. But yeah, otherwise, I'm gonna call it a night for today. It was a good first stream being back. Thank you everyone who dropped by. Knight, thank you for dropping in. Calvin, thank you for dropping in. Umberto, thank you for dropping in. Anyone who's out there lurking, lurkers, thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate you guys so much for stopping in. You know, it's been a long journey. I wish I could say I'm back full time. I could just jump right back into doing what I want to do. But hey, it's one step at a time, right? So, yeah. So anyways, thank you guys so much for dropping by. We'll catch you on the flip side. I'll keep you guys up to date on the community tab and on Twitter. Until then, this is Marko Yamashita signing off. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be. Peace.
Living life every day, late at night.